What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Jahad Book back again with another YouTube video. I'm currently unable to sleep and it is 2:30 in the morning. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get on my little YouTube channel and make a new video or whatever. I'm doing a story time. But before we even get into all of that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment and all that good YouTube stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, here we go. Okay, so today's particular story time is about the time I got catfished. And this was actually recently. At first, I thought I got stood up, but I actually think I got catfished. Like, using common sense, I think I got catfished. So, yeah, this story time takes place maybe like a couple weeks ago, month ago, not that long ago. But, you know, it started back when I was in West Virginia for my grandfather's birthday. He's a Libra. Shout out Libra gang, Libra season, although y'all can definitely be irritable sometimes. My grandma's a Libra as well. Y'all are just something else. But overall, I love Libras. But man, y'all are a piece of work. Anyway, aside from that, let me stop shading my grandparents. But so yeah, so I was in West Virginia, you know, for my grandpa's birthday for a couple of days, yada yada yada. And I'm always on Instagram, so I'm just on Instagram, and then this dude follows me and likes a couple of my pictures, and I follow him back, and I like a couple of his pictures, and then I slid on the in his DMs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just slid because he was cute. He was like a little Hispanic, little poppy looking dude. I'm like, let me find out. So I slid into the hills or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't do this often, but you cute as hell or some shit like that. And yeah, so we just started talking or whatever. And, you know, I asked him on a date. Like, it was like basically the first day we started talking, I asked him on a date. I was like, shit, you cute. You live in Columbus. You live close to me. I want to take you on a date. Okay, so yeah, basically like, he agreed to go on a date with me, yada, yada, yada. I asked him on the date, like, I'll pay for you, yada, yada. So he was like, yes, I'll let you take me on a date, all this stuff, yada, yada. But we keep on talking for a couple more days, whatever, maybe like a week or so. And I'm just, you know, getting to know him more, whatever. And my dumb ass low-key should have, like, realized I was being catfished because the signs were there. I'd just be so naive and so quick to fall in love with niggas, bro. Like, I be wanting to fall in love so quick. That's my problem. And I'm working on it. But anyway, so yeah, so we was just talking whenever I'm getting on, and then one day I asked him like, oh, can I like FaceTime you or something? And he was like, oh no, I have an Android, or no, my service is off or some shit. It was some lame ass excuse. Like, looking back, it didn't make sense, because like, even if your service was off, FaceTime is through Wi-Fi, and even if you had an Android, I was like, I should have asked to do Instagram call. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of shit that I could have done to still see your face, but whatever. I looked over it. Once again, my naive ass. It's not that I'm stupid for it. I'm just, when I'm like wanting to be in love, I just overlook a lot of shit for some reason. So anyway, so yeah, so that happened, but I still keep talking to the dude, yada yada yada. So basically, we didn't talk in person. We didn't even do a phone call. So I don't know what his voice sounded like. All I know is what he looked like through his pictures and like what we talking through about text. But it seemed like a cool little vibe, energy from it. And I was looking forward to this day, y'all, literally for that whole week. Like, literally, like, I was looking forward to that shit all week. I went out and DoorDashed, like, for a whole day straight just to pay for that shit, because I don't got a job with my little broke ass. But, because I'm in college, I just don't really have the fucking time. But, you know, I DoorDashed just to keep my little pocket change or whatever. And then whatever my parents give me. But anyway, so yeah, so, like, I DoorDashed for basically damn near like 9:30 to like 4 the day of the date, like really getting the money. I earned like, I think $81 in one day, and for my people who DoorDash know, that's a lot of DoorDashes. Like, that's a lot of DoorDashes. So yeah, so you know, I finally get done and I go home to go get ready for the date or whatever. And y'all, I made literally reservations and everything at this nice ass restaurant. I don't know if y'all know what Brio is, but there's this restaurant where I'm from back home, Columbus, at this nice ass mall called Easton, and it's Brio. So the restaurant is Brio, but the mall is Easton. So, you know, I made reservations and everything. Like, you know, like I wanted to be romantic as fuck, like a movie. So like, I'm like, shit, bet. So yeah, so I did that. Get all ready. Still message him like, on the way, Papi. I was like, Papi Chula, like, cause you know I love me like a good Hispanic dude. Like I love me them Hispanics. I like a lot of like I like all dudes, but like I really be loving me Hispanic nigga. I'm not gonna hold you like I like me the Arabic dudes. I like me Hispanic dudes. Like sometimes I like the African dudes. Like it just depends. Like I like foreign niggas. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. So I pull up to the place. I pull up to the spot. Waiting on the dude, still message him. Oh, but one thing I also should have realized, he was messaging me while he was on the way. But like, if you don't have your service, how are you messaging me? You don't got Wi-Fi on the road. You know, like how are you using your GPS and all this shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, low key, I was dumb as fuck for that. I kind of walked right into that. Like, anyway, like, I literally kind of walked right into that setup. Like, that was dumb as fuck to me, for real. But it won't happen again. So anyway, so yeah. So I'm there. I'm waiting for like a good 30 minutes. And at this point, I'm starting to realize, okay, I think I'm being stood up. So the waiter dude was like, hey, if he's not here by 9 or whatever, like we can't serve you because that's when the kitchen closed, because they closed at 10. I was like, okay, I'll wait till 9. So I waited till 9. He didn't show up. So then like I look over to the left and I see this dude walk in who looks similar to the dude who I thought was him, but then like he left, but I wasn't sure if it was him or not. So I thought maybe it was just my mind like making shit up because I wanted it to be him type shit. But I don't think it was him. I think it was just some other random person who just happened to fit the description. But anyway, so I messaged him doing like, where you at? Yada, yada, yada. Then the dude gonna be like, I was too nervous. I'm like, okay. So I was like, bruh, all right. And then he was like, come outside or whatever. I'm outside. I want to see you. I was like, okay, so I go outside, nobody there. Like, the way the restaurant was set up, it's like, this type of mall is like one of those malls where it's like the shops are separate, individual, and you get the streets to walk around, the cars drive through. So I'm outside on the mall, like, looking for a nigga. Like, this shit is dead as fuck. The street's dead. There's nobody there. So I'm like, all right, bro, I see what's going on. I'm getting stood up. So I literally walked back to my car and did. Like, I'm not even pressed, because one thing about me is if I really want to, I got hoes on deck. Not to sound cocky or nothing, but I got hoes on deck. I went on another date 2 days later with a different person, but that's a whole another story. So anyway, yeah, like, I'm like, whatever. So I dipped and go to fuck home, yada, yada, yada. Later, the dude tried to message me talking about where were you at? Yada, yada, yada. I didn't even respond. I unfollowed the dude and just kept it pushing. Like, bruh, I'm not here for the bullshit ass games. Like, I'm allergic to bullshit. So, yeah, that was that. And I just, you know, kept it pushing. It is what it is. I went on another date with another nigga 2 days later who didn't stand me up or catfish me. So, yeah, and that was a cute date. That was a really cute date. Me and him had a good time. Me and him are still friends. So, yeah. Also, like in our little time that we were talking or whatever, I noticed so the dude had told me that he had just moved to Columbus like a year and a half, 2 years ago or whatever, and he don't really know nobody, yada, yada, yada. But I noticed that he followed somebody I went to high school with. This is why I think it was a catfish. I'm like, and I screenshotted it and circled it with a red arrow, like sent it back to him like, hey, weird question. How do you know him? Like, I'm not playing a gun. I was like, if you just moved here, how the fuck do you know somebody I went to high school with? So that was the first red flag. Once again, a second red flag, because the first red flag was that you couldn't FaceTime. So I'm like, you know, like, that's another thing that I really should have, like, peeped. But once again, my naive ass was just wanting to be in love with somebody. So I'm like, okay. So, but yeah. So he was like, oh, it just was recommended to me by Instagram, people who follow me in the area or whatever, yada, yada, yada. But, okay, so now, like, I guess that the main part of the story time is over. Looking back, I really think it was a catfish, just because it's like, how were you not able to FaceTime, but you can use your phone to use the GPS and get there and text me and all this stuff while you're on the road? Like, it don't make sense if your service is off Android or iPhone, you know what I'm saying? So, but my dumb ass fell for it, so that's my fault. But I really think it was a catfish. I really do. But at least I got a good story time from it. But, if it was a catfish, which I'm pretty sure it was, but I don't want to assume, so I'm just gonna like kind of I'm just gonna say like maybe it was a stand-up, but realistically I think it was a catfish. I even asked my therapist about it. I told her the whole story. She was like, nah, they were lying. And she thinks it was catfish too, so I'm pretty sure it's a catfish. So anyway, if it is a catfish, and if it was who I think it was behind it, like them niggas must really be miserable as fuck. Like what? It's just like, wow, they took the time to catfish me. That's, your life must suck. You must not have shit else to do. Like, one of the dudes who I know, like, cause the two people behind it are like buddy or whatever. It's like one nigga has a whole ass fucking daughter. Like, go raise your fucking kid, bro. And then the other dude is just miserable, like a little short man who's just fucking miserable. Like, nigga, you don't got shit else better to do than to catfish me. Like, I'm not worried about you, and you catfish me. It's weird. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know, man. Like, I'm not gonna say it was them because I don't want to assume. So I'm gonna refrain just a little bit. Like, I don't want to just flat out say it was them because at the end of the day, I don't know. I can't prove shit. I don't know. But using discernment, like the Lord taught me, I think it was them niggas. But yeah. So that's honestly that story time. I just thought I would share it just to give y'all something so I don't be gone for weeks again. And I was like, you know what? Let me use what they tried to use for bad for my good. Now I got a good ass story time for YouTube. It was like, because that shit was low-key funny. Like, my dumb ass fell for it. And I was so like low-key hurt for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because like, y'all, I was really like looking forward to this damn date that whole week. Like, my best friend, I was venting to her about it after whatever. I was like, I cried a little bit. Like, not for long, like 5 minutes, but like still like the fuck, like, cause like that sexy ass man ain't even exist type shit. I mean, he might exist somewhere in the world, but like not really in that situation type shit. Like, it's like, damn, I got catfished. My dumb ass got catfished. I'm stupid as fuck for even falling for that, but it's whatever. It is what it is. Now I got another story time. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. That's really all there is to it. It ain't much, but I just thought it was something cute and funny to share with y'all. And if it was a catfish, then like, once again, them niggas, y'all's life can't be going that damn well if y'all got the time to catfish me. Bitch, I'm working all the time and y'all take the time to catfish me. Like, go do something. Go make some money. Go, I don't know, shit, go get your bread up. I really don't know. Go do something else other than that. But like, catfishing me, nigga, like, y'all's life really must suck. Like, it has to. Like, there's just no other explanation. Your life has to suck if you catfish me. But once again, I could be assuming. I don't think I am, but I could be. So if it was just a stand-up, then fuck the nigga who stood me up. Nervous or not, fuck you. Eat a dick. But if it was a catfish, fuck you as well. So like, it's regardless it's a fuck you, but you know what I'm saying. But like, it's just, damn, it's whatever. But yeah, so I will see y'all in my next YouTube video. Stay blessed and stay royal and all that good shit. And